Hey guys, it's Natasha with Britches Get Stitches. Thanks for joining me again. It's again been a few weeks, but this time I have an excuse. Not a very nice one, but that is my life update. My daughter got pretty sick this past week. I was planning to record Flosstube last week. And the night that I went to set up to record, she got sick and ended up, she had a stomach bug that then progressed into a GI infection. Like we ended up in the ER. Like it was a rough week, but she's doing good. She zonked at like 7:05 tonight, so she's done for. She needs a little bit of rest, and I'm planning to zonk as soon as I'm done recording this as well. So yeah, it's been interesting. Life with toddlers, you know. Thank you to everybody on Instagram that reached out with support. I really appreciate that. It's you know, good to know that you've got this community of people here back, you know. I mean, people I've never met in real life. Like we've literally only talked over Instagram or YouTube, and reaching out just to check on Lucy. So thank you. I appreciate that. It was it was heartfelt, and it was good to know that I have that support. So yeah. In other news though, I did get some good stitching done. I don't have any finishes because I was pretty monogamous stitching on that Love Bug Sal, and then I got that done, and okay, the next thing. And so I've just been working on my whips and getting some new starts in, and purchasing a little bit of stuff, a lot of bit of stuff. So much to stitch, so little time. So also I'm filming upstairs today just because I want to see how the light is different and if it looks better. I think it already looks a little bit nicer. You don't see all of my craft stuff behind me. So we'll see. Let me know. Do you like seeing my little niche? Do you like seeing my lovely, well, my husband's wall of food comics? If you want to see any of them close up, let me know and I'll zoom in on one next time. Okay, so into the stitching. So I only have 2 whips, but I have more like new starts to show you. So the first one, actually let's start with Rainbow Cat. So this is the embroidery one. I gotta try not to get that glare because I've got my one light on. So there we go. So this is the embroidery that is basically all satin stitch that I've been working on. Just a kit that had been gifted to me. Here's a picture of where I was last time. Not very far in, you know, I just started it. Well, I started it a while ago and hadn't really stuck with it. And so Cross Stitch and Flosstube and everybody pulled me back in. So I'm working my way through it, and here's where I am now. So I've got the rest of the yellow done, and I'm most of the way through the red. I've just got to get the dark red on these other red leaves here and then do the back stitching around it. So that one's coming along nice. It's a nice, easy, mindless, obviously there's no thinking stitch. So might take that one with me tomorrow for Easter, because Lucy's not gonna let me think. She's gonna be wanting to play and do stuff and run around and yada yada. So that's that one. And then my other whip that you've seen is Bucilla. It's a Shore Thing. There we go. This is, again, another kit that I had received prior to coming back into cross stitch a few months ago. And here's a picture of where I was last time I filmed. And I've done a decent amount, I would say. So I'm getting a lot more fill in, like a lot of the pinks, the purples. I filled in a lot more of this blue here. So yeah, it's coming along quite a bit. I think it's going to be a quick finish, honestly, if I keep it at the forefront, because I want to start everything, like everything. I want to start every single thing that's out there. I want to do all the sals. I want to do all the patterns that I've picked. I want to do all the patterns that everybody else is doing. My TBS list, to be stitched list, chapters. Yep, it's chapters. Yeah. So those are my 2 whips. I have 3 new starts. It's weird how I have to organize this because I've got new starts, but then I've also got new starts that are sals. I've got haul, but I've also got haul that is sals. And so we're just gonna flow with it. We're just gonna see how it rolls. My new starts, of course, since I had kitted up the Dolphin's Domaine, I did go ahead and start that one. And so this is what it will look like when it's done. This one is mostly half stitch, actually. I was looking at it and I have not done a lot of half stitch. It's like half stitch with multiple blended colors. So like 2 turquoise, 3 blue purple strands. And so it's like 5 strands on one, but you're doing half stitch. And honestly, I was a little scared to try it, but I was talking to Nicole at StemX Stitch, and she was saying that she had one, a half stitch pattern, and gave tips for starting the thread, since you don't have the loop method with the blended colors and such. So she encouraged me, and I went ahead and like dove in. I was like, okay, let's just do it. And so I did, and it's actually not that bad. Don't mind the thread hanging out. I don't have enough needle minders for all of my things because I still haven't made one, and so I park needle, so sorry. But that's all I got. It's about 3, I don't even know what to call it because it's not like a single strand, because there's 5 strands. Needle length, I don't even know, like I ended my needle, this is the 3rd threading of the needle. Is there a term for that? But whatevs. And so this is, I'm just getting this middle area. I started the middle of the pattern right in here. So I'm just filling in that because there are so many threads on this that they actually tell you, just cut up these 12 strands or 12 colors, and then when you're done with those, you can kit up the next ones. And so on my floss organizer, I just got the first set. So I had to start in the middle so that I could do that. And it's fun. I'm really liking it. Not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be. And all the creases are because I'm an in-hand Ada stitcher. Unless it's like a kit that comes with, like I'll show you in the next one, if it like comes with a hoop and it's going to fit in that hoop, or like the Rainbow Cat, like it comes with a hoop, fits in the hoop, that's how you're supposed to display it. Then I'll put the hoop on ahead of time. But like with the Lighthouse one and this Dolphin's Domaine, I just work a lot better with stitching in hand. And so that's why I'll have all the creases, because I actually like fan fold it so that I can hold it. I'm going into detail about how I stitch as if you guys don't know how to stitch. Duh, Tasha. Anyway, moving on. My next new start was hanging with my Gnomies. And I've been talking with quite a few people on Instagram. Gnomes are my kryptonite. I love gnomes. Oh my gosh, there's so many little cute like variations on gnomes. There's holiday gnomes, there's gnomes with eyes, there's gnomes with hats over the eyes, there's gnomes with feet, gnomes with no feet. They're adorable. And I didn't realize how much I loved gnomes until I saw all of the cross stitch patterns for gnomes. So grabbed this one, started it. Look how cute look how cute. Oh my gosh. This guy's already pretty much done. I got all their beards done. Again, white embroidery floss on white Aida is so annoying. It's just so, like, it's hard to see. You feel like you haven't done anything. And then they go a step further and they're like, oh, so here's white, but then we're also gonna throw in the palest of blues, so pale that it basically looks white. Do you know that there's a blue in there? Can you tell? Can you tell that there's like a light, really, really light blue? No, because it's so light, it's basically white. Like, I just wish that it had been white. Or you know what, let's give them gray beards. Or why do they have to be old? Why can't they be brown beard? Or mix things up and let's do a blonde beard. Maybe like blonde, red, black. I don't know. I'm just being, I don't even know the word because I don't like white on white. Oh well, I'll get over it. Anyway, this is cute and it's fun to stitch. So that, the fact that I'm like basically almost done with this gnome guy, like this was one day. This was like 2.5 hours. So this'll be done pretty soon. I don't want to like tell you that it's going to be done next time, but it'll be done next time. Most likely. The next one that I did was another kit that I'd had hanging around for a while. This wedding collage. Been married since 2016. Might as well get that stitched up and pulled together. So this is what I pulled out. That's what it's gonna look like. And after stitching 2 strands, no, wasn't even 2. This was a single strand. I've got the border started. I had to like count and double count and like triple count and make sure that I had enough because, you know, with the kits, they send you like just enough and it's not always straight on the sides. They just kind of hack it around and make it look like it's gonna fit. And so I like triple counted for like 20 to 30 minutes just to be like, okay, I think I'm good. And I don't have a serger, and so that's why I don't know if you noticed on my lighthouse one too, I put masking tape on the edges to keep it from fraying because I don't have a serger and I don't want it to fray like crazy, especially when I don't know what margin I have. And so I had to pull that out, and anyway, that's all I've got stitched on it, and I will have some more to show you next time because that one is a little behind everybody else. So those are my new starts, sort of. I have one more new start, but it's part of a sal. It's part of the sal that Joelle and I, Joelle from Cross Stitch Joe and I are hosting, called Showers or Flowers Sal. I am having so much fun seeing everybody's posts about it. We've got, let's see, the Okie Stitcher finished her bell silhouette with a flower in it, and the Chinook Crafter has joined in. cross stitches with cat hair, tons of flowers showing up. I'm excited to see when people start getting to the showers part of it. So if anybody decides to do one. So I'm actually doing 2. Joelle released her first pattern called Count It All Joy. I don't have the paper with me, so here's a photo for you. This is a gorgeous pattern. I just love it. I love it so much that I started stitching it and decided to keep going for 4 hours. I joined in the Camping Stitchers 4x4. Yeah, 4x4 weekend. 4 hours, stitch what you want. And this was it, and I couldn't put it down. Oh my gosh, I had to force myself to stop so that I could work on my other, like get some new starts going and work on my other whips, or I would have already finished this. Like, it'll be done next time. I'm not even gonna whisper say that one. Like, this one's gonna be done next time, because this one, it is such a fun pattern. So this is where I'm at. I've got all of the border and most of the wording in. I've got the count and then the I from it. But I love this pattern. And this is actually just on like an oatmeal linen napkin that I picked up from Walmart. There was that pack of 5 that I got, just because I wanted to see what I could pull it on. So I honestly don't even have a stitch count. I should look up how to figure that out. Like, it's not that hard. And like give my own stitch count to it. But it was a lot of fun to do this, and I can't wait to get some more going. Like, if I wasn't filming right now, I'd be stitching on this. You should all be stitching on this. Go check it out for sure. It's on her Etsy. In fact, I'll just go ahead and link it below if you want to grab it yourself. This is such a beautiful pattern, and it is so fun. So much fun to stitch. So there's that. That's part of the Showers or Flowers Sal. In addition, I decided to go ahead and give it a crack and design a pattern. It's I mean, it's not much. It's just like a cutesy little umbrella with yellow rain boots and some raindrops going through. Lucy is addicted to her yellow rain boots. So much so that when she grew out of her original yellow rain boots, and I bought her new rain boots, we just go to Once Upon a Child, and got some, like, they were like white, sparkly rain boots that lit up when you jumped. Nope. Had to buy her yellow rain boots so that she could still have yellow ones. And I was like, okay, so my daughter loves her yellow rain boots. It might have to do with the fact that she likes Peppa Pig, who wears yellow rain boots, but whatever. So I designed that one, and I'm calling it Lucy's Rain, just because of the rain boots. And so I put that up on my Instagram if you want to stitch it. Fun, cool. I'd love to see anybody pull that together and just send me some pics. I'd like to see that come together. I'll stitch it for her room eventually. But I'm planning to do the Rainy Day Magic by Flossie Fox Shop. Say that 15 times fast. Love this pattern. I grabbed all of the colors of floss, and it is, I love bright colors. Like, I'm a bright color person. And the amount of color in this pattern is the best. It just screams my personality. So I'm really excited to start that one. As soon as I'm done with Count It All Joy, I'm going to jump on this one. And you should all go over and check her out as well. She's one of the designers that are highlighted in the Stitcher Collective that started over on Instagram, so you can check out some of her designs there, or take a look at her shop on Etsy. I'll link below as well. Actually, I will make a note to link that below, as well as Joelle's shop. I've got my little rocket book down below with my friction pen. The best. I don't know if you guys use rocket books or not, but they're great. They're like erasable and, you know, whatever. Not the point of this conversation. Anyway, so that's the first sal I'm in. What other sals are you doing, Tasha? What other sals am I not doing, y'all? Oh my gosh. I don't remember who it is, and I apologize. I will have to go back through and look at the comments and stuff on my Instagram, because somebody put up the first part 1 of the Tiny Modernist Ocean Pearl Summer Mystery Sal, and they said, anybody else doing this Tiny Modernist Sal? And I said, I am now. So I ran over to Etsy and I purchased that one. So I will be doing the Tiny Modernist Ocean Pearl Summer Mystery Sal for 2023. I need to get the fabric and stuff and get going on that, get caught up. Also, Alicia from Fanciful Flamingo is also doing all of Sal's. She's in a lot of the B ones though, and I've refrained from doing the B ones because I have so many other ones. But she is doing the sambriespringsal, which is the Spring and Autumn Hill. So I grabbed that one as well. We'll be stitching that one up. Yep, just picked up the floss for all of that. It's adorable. I love it. This is such a cute little pattern. It's going to come together really quickly, I'm sure. So I'm excited to join in on that one. I believe she is also doing the Stitcher's Garden. That's the one by Tiny Modernist. I hope I'm saying that right. I will like double check everything, but yes, I'm pretty sure it's Tiny Modernist. I grabbed that one. It's on the way. It'll be here soon. That one starts April 15th, I believe. So I jumped into that one. Got to get that one kitted up. I also purchased the spring salt boxes and summer salt boxes. That one's on the way. I will be doing these with Lauren from the New Hampshire Stitcher. She is doing the saltboxsolsticesal. I've got to get my spring kitted up and going. I'm a little behind on that, but I want to start the summer on the summer solstice like she is. So I need to get that one going. And then, what else? Oh, Cam the Stitcher mentioned that she was doing the Oddities Sal, the Greenhouse of Oddities by Lola Cross Stitch, and I had just purchased that one like a week before that, so I was really excited to see somebody else is doing that one. Should be interesting. I'm a little nervous about like mystery Sals, because it's like I want to know like even like a general idea of what it's gonna be. But we'll see. I mean, I love Lola Cross Stitches, like all of her designs, so I feel like it's not going to be something I'm going to hate, so, you know. So I'm joining on that one, and then I also am going to join in with a bunch of people that I've seen on Instagram that are doing the spring stamp Sal. And I didn't write this one down, so I don't know the name off the top of my head, but it's like right on the tip of my tongue. So I'm going to get a picture and I'm going to get a name of the designer. But it's a free sal that you can get. Just go to their Instagram and then go to their blog post, the link on their Instagram. Gosh, why can I not remember the name? I'm always like super worried that I'm going to forget a name, and sure enough. Anyway, I'll post it, all of the info on here, because if I'm doing all the sals, y'all should be doing all the sals with me. I shouldn't, but I love sals. I don't have the time to stitch with a 3-year-old Velcro baby. So I envy a lot of people that have the free time to stitch. But I want to do it all. I want to do all of it. Oh, and I'm really close. I'm really close to purchasing that misspelled sampler, because Marjorie Maid shows it every time, or mentions it, you know, the past couple times that she's done her Flosstube. And I had to laugh because I was watching Cam the Stitcher's, I was watching Cameron's recent Flosstube, and she was just shaking her head like, that Marjorie made me, well, you know, she influenced me too. And so if I end up getting this misspelled sampler and joining in that sal, I'm gonna start my own hashtag with Marjorie made me. Marjorie made is right. Marjorie made me stitch this. I love watching all of them. It's so fun to catch up with everybody. That's you know, see what they're stitching, add things to my TBS list. Just personalities really come out in these things, and it's just nice to see everybody, all the community that's out there. Let's see, I'm gonna go to my purchases first, because then plans will make sense. So for my haul, I already showed I got the spring and summer salt boxes from Plum Street. I picked up, because it said sal, why not? So I picked up this, and I'm gonna butcher this, Enjetji and Jeltse Tajaklos. If anybody else can say it, please tell me the pronunciation below. 1835, 2022 sal. It's a modern folk embroidery. I got most of the months. I got to get a couple more, but I was really in like a monochromatic mode, and so I was looking for something that was monochromatic, and this one was. So I picked that one up, as well as one I'll show you later. I also snagged There's No Place Like Home by the Geeky Stitches. Tons of cute patterns on Geeky Stitches. So check them out on Etsy. So I've got a cat that's like nosing on my leg. Oh, I finally did it. I finally got Koi Pond from Sprouting Lupine. It's been in my cart, like just waiting. And every time I get into Etsy, it's like, hey, how's it going? So I did it. And cannot wait to stitch it. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with that pattern so much. Whoa. And it's actually like the Koi Pond, the Love Bug sampler, as well as the Mushy Valentine is really got my own wheels turning for like patterns and such. And so I don't know, maybe a little bit down the road you might see something else come out of my brain in the form of a design. We'll see. Anyway, and then I grabbed the Wizard of Oz tree by Tiny Modernist. I'm also in a Wizard of Oz kit. Like, all of the Wizard of Oz ones are super cute. Super cute. Grabbed that one. Plus, I like the tree style. There's like this, and it's not even like a tree to me. I visualize like this, like the dessert trays, you know, like the tiered dessert trays and stuff that they use for like tea time and stuff, like put the little sandwiches and stuff. I'm thinking like London tea time. And so I picture them as like tea time trees. So they're perfect for our sitting room. So I've got the Wizard of Oz one, and I'll probably look at getting like the different seasonal ones just to sprinkle those in. And then I went a little bit of a splurge at Zephyr Mood because all of the patterns are adorable. They were recommended by Stomach Stitch. Nicole over there does recommended a few of their patterns. She's got a long TBS list from theirs. But I grabbed Pigs in Love, which I'm planning to do for an anniversary thing for my husband and I. I grabbed Office, Sweet Office, which, I mean, self-explanatory. Do you need more decoration for your office cubicle? Yes. Yes, I do. I grabbed this Van Gogh Starry Night in a Bottle, which I saw it and it instantly made me think of Nicole at Stomach Stitch because she does those little paintings, the little tiny cross-stitch replicas of the paintings, and the Starry Night in the Bottle, I thought that was really cute. And then I picked up Carpet 439, fun name, huh? And Carpet 480, because again, I was in like a monochromatic mood, and I just wanted something that was monochromatic and intricate. And so I grabbed these, see what happens with them. I don't know. And then I went over to Owl Forest Embroidery, and they've got like a ton of free patterns there. And Hugo Stitchers was talking about, or was showing on some of her earlier Flosstubes, she was showing the Alice in Wonderland and the Wizard of Oz one on there. And they're really cute, so I grabbed them. So it's on the list. The list is growing. It's long. We'll get there. Maybe. Anyway, so what are my plans? Of course, all of the sals that I'm in. I've got to finish Count It All Joy. Probably going to finish my gnomes. I'm going to start Rainy Day Magic. Keep going on all the whips and stuff. Got to get these spring salt boxes going. Gosh, these are so cute. Yeah, I got to get these going. They're adorable. So pull those in. I want to work on English Garden, but I think it's going to wait. Just because I've got so much else starting. But I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll just throw it together and we'll have a whole nother new start. I mean, I'm already planning to start that pattern that I showed last time with the sides to the story. That is my husband's gift. The pig one for our anniversary. And, oh, I grabbed the Midnight pattern from that Frizzy Lizzie Stitches put up on her Gumroad because I saw it on Museum Stitcher. I saw it on Bridgen's channel. And I have a friend who is in love with Taylor Swift. I mean, I'm not a fan, but I'm not like a Bridgen super fan. I have love for her music, but I'm not one of those that, you know, wear the Taylor Swift shirt. I go crazy over the song on the radio. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but I have a friend who is. And so I grabbed that and I want to get that stitched up for her. And so I actually grabbed some, not white linen, I think it's like oatmeal linen as well, and some of that Rit dye, and I'm going to do like an eggplant color, and I don't know, we're going to see. I'm going to try to dye that and pull it together. And of course, if she's watching, she knows. She'd probably guess that I'm making it for her, but it'll be a surprise. No, it won't. Who am I kidding? Yeah. So those are my plans. Flosstube mentions. Oh my gosh. It is so hard to narrow down the list. Obviously, I've already said, you know, New Hampshire Stitcher, Lauren, I love seeing her updates. Her stitches are absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And her finishes on everything. That's like, those are my goals, to be that level. Frizzy Lizzie, thank you for the pattern. My friend is gonna love it, and I will stamp a photo of her when I give it to her and share that with you. Who else? Oh, the basics that I watch all the time: Cam the Stitcher, Marjorie Maid, Bridget Museum Stitcher. Oh, but then I've been, you know, well, I was catching up with Michelle, Bendy Stitchy, and I just love her personality. I want to be friends with her. Can we be friends, Michelle? I just really click with people's personalities. It's funny, like after I get to know people a little bit, then I'm one of those that associates people with a color. And so after a while, people start to like emanate a color, I guess. I don't know if that's weird. But Michelle, to me, every time I see her, after seeing enough of her videos, she is like the brightest teal. To me, that just is the color that I get. That's weird. Does anybody else do that? Like personalities, you see color? My best friend, Bonnie, she is like a pale teal color mixed with orange. Oh, this is weird. I'm gonna stop. This is like going into Weirdville. But anyway, once people's personalities start to emanate enough that I've seen enough of them and can associate them, then they start to give off a color to me. So, whatever. Michelle is teal. Anyway, I have also been watching, and I do like back watching. So like when I see people post up new updates, I watch their current one, but then I want to see like what have they done like to start and stuff. And so Huga Stitches, love her. Oh my gosh, her personality is amazing. She is so calming. Of course it makes sense, Huga, huh? And I just love the stitches that she chooses. She does a lot of Mirabilia and Nora Corbett, but she also has done a few of those Owl Forest embroideries. So I just love seeing what she's done. Garden Goose Stitcher. This woman is hilarious. I could watch her all day. Oh my gosh. I've been getting a kick out of watching her videos. I just started watching Elizabeth Stitches. Just finished her whip parade actually like 10 seconds before I hit play on this, because I was like all setting up and everything, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, oh nice. Her whip list is like whoosh, as long as my TBS list. You go, girl. I'm excited to catch up and see what else she's got going on while I edit this. So, and then finally, I've connected both on Instagram and on Flosstube with Michelle, the Chinook Crafter, also in Canada. Huga Stitcher's in Canada, so is Chinook Crafter. And she is a mom of young kids as well. She's got a toddler, and her last two Flosstubes she filmed with her newborn. So go you. Amazing. It has been so fun to connect with you, and you know, we're both doing this, the Showers or Flowers Sal. It's been great connecting as moms of toddlers. So thank you for that. I'm super excited to see everything that you stitch. Love everything that I've seen so far and can't wait to see what you're doing next. So awesome. Those are my Flosstubers. Hello, Dwight. You coming up? You gonna say hey? What's up, buddy? You bored? Yeah. He is my stitch buddy, but in a sense that he'll come up here and he'll put his head on my elbow as I'm stitching, which makes stitching a little difficult. Cat mom as well as toddler mom. Okay, so obviously it's not the end of April, although wait, oh, I didn't do a March one, did I? I don't know if I did my March reads yet. So I'll put that on my next Flosstube. But I will give you a recommendation. I know that I like gushed about Daisy Darker last time, but then I read Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney, and I knew after reading 2 of her books so far that she was going to throw a twist in there. I knew it. I didn't see it coming. I expected one, and so it didn't shock me as much. I was trying to predict, like, maybe, okay, all right. And then I was on the right line, and then poof, it's like she knew what order I was reading her books and decided, we're going to throw her for a loop. This is such a good book. Amber, the main character, is in a coma and doesn't quite remember why. And so she like pieces together her recent memories as well as long-term memories to kind of give us a feel of who is she, what's her story. It's a form of writing that's like, it lacks omniscience. And I don't know, I've seen a lot of it in writing from like books that we've read, and I think that I'm really drawn to that perspective. Like, dude, no, don't eat the yarn. Sorry, cat yarn. I don't know, I'm really drawn to that perspective because you learn the story along with the characters, sort of. I don't know, it's so hard to describe it other than just to say it's lacking omniscience. Like, you don't know everything as the reader going into it. You learn it, and sometimes you learn it at the same pace as the characters, and that is such an intricate way of writing that I don't have a skill for, and I love it. Anyway, I talk about Alice Feeney all the time. So if you haven't read any books by Alice Feeney, please check her out. And as far as language, my little language tidbit, honestly, I didn't learn a lot on my sign language or Duolingo just because it's been rough, but I'll give you a random phrase that I learned a couple weeks ago in French. It's je mange un orange. I eat an orange. Je mange un orange. There you go. There's your little language. I'm sure I'll have something a lot more fun next time. I will plan on it for sure. Until then, thank you guys so much so, so, so much for joining in. Hey, buddy, leave those alone, please. Write in my thank yous. Thank you, buddy. I just really appreciate the support and the interaction that I've seen from everybody. I get an email that I've got a YouTube comment, and I'm like, yay, let's go check it out, like immediately. And I don't care if it's a thank you, if it's a heart, if it's a question. I just love hearing from people. So, buddy, you're gonna get it. So thank you all so very much for accepting me into this community, interacting with me, and just making this whole thing just a ton of fun. So thank you very much. I'm gonna go put my cross stitch patterns and kits away before Dwight ends up making a avalanche. So thanks again. Have a good one. Bye.